Hey everybody, this is our online class again. So what we're going to do moving forward, we're going to change it up a little bit. I was filming a lot of videos, spending a lot of hours, but now what we're going to do is I'm going to spend, like I do in class, I'm going to use a theme for a week. So I'm going to film one Muay Thai video, and it's going to be one subject, and I'm going to use that one for the whole week. So these videos are going to be a little bit longer, a little bit more in depth, but one topic, so you can practice at home and get really good at it. So the technique this week, the theme is going to be our Teeps. One of the most important techniques in all of Muay Thai, because it's the best thing for distance. So I don't have to move too much. I can just fire a Teep out anywhere I want, lead or rear, and it's one of the best things. So it's also called a push kick. So the lead one's called a push kick, the other one's called a thrust kick. Doesn't really matter the name. The most commonly used word for this is a Teep, because everyone knows the Thai word for it. And yeah, we're gonna move forward with our theme of the week, Teeps. Thank you very much. So our next part is we're gonna do our basic techniques on the wall. So if you don't have, like at home right now, you probably don't have a wall or a bag, just use a pillar, anything that you can touch lightly and not hurt yourself or break anything, okay? So if you want to find a cushion, put it against a wall, against the couch, just enough to tap it. So I'm gonna show you the basic techniques. So first is we gotta know our distance between us and our target. So I'll use this wall. If I go like this and I just touch the wall, that's not really a Teep. So a Teep is, you need to thrust your hip a little bit at the end. So I want my foot to come up. Okay, I'm about 3-4 inches from that wall, that's perfect. So I bring my foot up, and then at the last second, I'm gonna pop my hip forward, like that. I'm gonna do the same thing here, pop, pop. And when I do it, my hand is tight here, my shoulder is protecting my chin, and I'm leaning back just a little bit from here. So we're gonna go from side to side. So that's our basic way to do a Teep against the wall. Now, the way I prefer to do it is a 4-step Teep, a marching Teep. So I put my foot against that wall. So I find a good distance. Now we have a rhythm. It's called back, back, step, kick. So I'm gonna take my foot that's on the wall, I step behind my other foot, I step behind my other foot, I step in, Teep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, back, step, Teep. Back, back, step, Teep. 1, 4. And that keeps you light on your feet. So what happens is when you're teeping, you can actually check anytime you want. Sometimes when people do this, they're a little bit too grounded, so you gotta be really light on your feet. So if anything happens, I can come back and block pretty easily, okay? So our next thing I like to do is I like to be a lot further. So this is very, very good for sparring, is if I just do like this, it's too close to keep punching me. So I set it up, I'm gonna hop in. So first thing I do is I bring my leg off the ground. I can't touch it, so I gotta use my rear foot and I hop it. Hop it in. Hop it in. So I'm far from the wall, the leg comes up, hop it in. And after you get really good at it, it'll be like really nonchalant. Oh. Pop it in. Now our last one is I want you to do kind of a conditioning drill. It's 10 in a row, I call it. So I'm not gonna let my foot drop. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you do it on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that'll get you tired and then warmed up and ready to go for the next part. Okay? Thank you very much. Hey guys. Okay, so our next part is our doing the Teep on the belly pad first. So once we get the wall part down, you gotta be able to find your technique. So let's do a stationary one. She's gonna walk in, I find it. She does it again, I find it. So that's me not moving. And now what happens, I'm gonna do the same thing with the 4-step. So she's gonna step back, she's gonna walk in again. 1. 4. So that's how you use marching. And now the last one's a hopping. So she's a little bit further. So maybe she was a little close. Give me a jab, I'll give you a jab. She steps back. So now she's out of range. So now I hop and I find my Teep. So I can go jab cross. She steps back. I'm gonna fight. force my way in, getting closer and closer and closer. So I like that. So now my favorite combo with the lead teep is a jab, lead teep, rear swing kick. The reason I like it is because it's off the same side. It keeps your feet nice and light. So sometimes if you go cross, your weight's on this foot and it's hard to come back and get the teep. So if I'm in a good stance, I jab, teep behind it, it becomes very, very easy to do. Just come closer. So jab, lead teep. And again, when I do my teep, I'm not stepping forward with my rear foot. It has to be independent. 1, 2. If I go like this, 1, it's too telegraphed. Okay, it won't work. So 1, 2. Now we'll do my favorite combo. So jab, lead teep, swing kick. Side. So again, keeps you light. And those are just some basic ways to play a teep on a pad. Okay, so the next part is if you land a teep, what are some follow-ups that you like to do? I'm going to show what I like to do. So if I land my standard teep, so she comes in, I'm going to push her back enough where she takes at least a step back. Maybe too much there, but so again, one more time. Just there. So now what happens is she stepped back to her rear foot. Now I know for sure she's loaded on that side. She's going to make, probably, more likely than not, throw her across. So I'm going to show you 2 ways I set up a knee from that position. So again, she takes a step back there. She's going to throw that. I go slip. I put my head on the outside of the punch. I drop my hand. I'm going to get a rear knee. So again, 1, 2. Come closer. 1, 2. Okay, so the next one is the exact same thing, but just a different way to set up the knee. So comes in, boom, side parry and grab the head. 1, 2, and for the face, please. 1, 1. And those right there are my favorite follow-ups from landing the teep. Okay? So the next part we're gonna do is if I miss the teep. So there's a couple ways she could do a thing, but what she's gonna do is she's just gonna move her belly back. And now I miss. So now what happens, I gotta follow up with a spinning elbow with a soft clap. So I'm going here, she moves back. I move outside, I look over my shoulder, I leave this foot where it is. I lean, I look, and I hit with my back elbow, and I come back in the same direction. So if I'm going, she's gonna let me hit it the first time, I hit it. Maybe later on the fight, she knows, she moves her belly back. Whoa, and I land it. So it brings me really close to her. Because when she does this, I'm falling forward. Right there. Those are my 2 favorite follow-ups from a landed teep and a missed teep. Thank you very much. So our next section is the basic counters and simple follow-ups to each one. Okay, so we have the first 3 are non-catch based, so it means I'm just going to move them out of the way. So here, she's going to fire. We're going to do everything just off this teep for examples. So she's going to give me that left teep. I'm going to go left scoop. So my hands are in a tight guard. I bring my glove down. I hit the outside of the foot. I bring it to the outside of my hip. I drop it, and then I follow with a low kick. We're going to do each one about 4 or 5 times. So here. So when she does it, again, I'm dropping, I'm bringing it outside of the hip. I don't have to go too far. That's it. That's all you have to do. So again. And now what happens from here, I like bringing my hand across both of her hands to set up that leg kick. That way I know she's not going to fall up again. The only thing she can possibly do is back up off of that. Okay? So again. Okay. So that's our first one. Our second one is our forearm parry or pat, whatever you want to call it. So I'm here. I use the inside of my forearm and I just bring it in. It's like a little parry up high, but just with my forearm. And then I follow up with a hook and low kick. Same style. So she's going for it. I pad it off. Now, see my body's in this position, so I have to fire this left hook. Make sure to bring your guard up. And when you know the saying is when the guard's up, you kick low. I switch my hands again. So that's so her hands are going up to protect. Now I'm going to bring my hands across, set up my low kick. So pat, left hook, right low kick. We'll do this a few times in a row. Okay, so that's our second one. Our third one is make miss. So she's gonna go for the teep. All I'm gonna do is move my body back so her leg falls, okay? That's it, pretty easy. It's probably the highest level one. So advanced people use this and they make it look simple, but you gotta practice it a lot. So I'll let her hit me once. Oof, that don't feel good. So now I know she went pretty deep, so I gotta move my hips back about 2-3 inches so I know she's gonna miss. There we go. So now I have that down. Now I'm gonna follow her in with my hook, cross, and my low kick. So move back, hook, cross, low kick. A little broken rhythm there. So again, 1, 2. So again, I'm bringing her hands up high, so her guard is occupied. Now from here, I reload and I hit my low kick. So make miss. Reload, low kick. All right, so those are our first basic 3 with no catch involved. So the next 3 are catch based. So I'm gonna use my left hand, my right hand, and a double hand catch, okay? So the next one, she's gonna fire that teep. I lean back, I move my body, and I catch with my left hand. So I move it off the way, and I fire that cross. So I catch it, and fire the cross. So if you lift and punch, it's good to go, but you just can't lift if she falls down into plowing. So here, move it out of the way, so I move it on this side of my hip, so I have a clean line to hit, and after we'll cover some sweeps. Here, offline, big cross. We'll do it a few times. Again. All right. So the next one, I catch it with my right hand. So now I move it over to my right side. I step in, I grab behind her head, and I'm going to give her a big left knee to the bottom. Right catch, move it to my right side, step, grab behind the head, big knee. 3 or 4 times. All right. So we had our left hand and we had our right hand. Now we're going to do a sandwich. So she was here. I mean, it's like the left hand grab, but now I'm going to put my other hand on top now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull her into me and I'm going to send her under my armpit. Like that. So she's really off balance and I drive her toward me so I can do my technique. So the technique here is I'm going to try to fire that hook, but because I'm bringing her into me, it's more like a clothesline, which is the kind of the gray area, but it's still Skarbowski technique. So again here, I catch it, I'm going to pull her into me so she's off balance, and at the same time I'm going to throw her under my armpit. I fire the hook, but she's way too close, so I hit her with the inside part of my arm. And you follow up with anything you want, so we'll do it a few times here. 1. And those are 6 basic counters with simple follow-ups. Thank you very much. All right, next section. So after our basic counters, those also lead into sweeps. Everyone's favorite part, Maggie's favorite part. So the first sweep we're going to do is I named it after Arjan Berkler because it's his system of sweeps. he can do the same sweep from every single position from any kick, and it always works out really good. And it's really high level. It works all the time. So the first one, we're just gonna do the lead teep. So she gives me that teep. So as she does, I'll hold it up a little bit. I'm gonna step out angles. So now I'm gonna miss it this way. At the same time, see my right hand went under. It's like that right-handed catch we did, but now instead of being in front, I'm angled off to the side, okay? And I gotta go a little bit deeper so my other glove can fit right here, okay? Come closer a little bit. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go slow first. I catch it. At the same time, I'm gonna body angulation out. I catch it. I'm gonna lift it up high. So watch your foot. See how she took that little step? That's what I'm gonna take advantage of. I'm gonna kick out the leg. Go nice and slow so she doesn't get hurt. We'll throw some big ones in there maybe. 1, 2. Nice kick. Again, the most important thing is when I angle, I gotta get her up off her heel, and when she hops, over-exaggerate your hop. See that? That's what I'm looking for. As soon as I go here, they got hop one time, unless they're super tall, but as soon as I know I can already feel that it's coming up. It's gonna be right here. That's where I kick it out. So one solid motion. That is our Berkler sweep from the Teep. So the next one we're gonna do is gonna be our, first one was like our right hand, now this one's gonna be our left hand. So now I'm here, I lean back, the same thing we just did, I bring it up to my left side. But now, instead of doing that, whatever we did last, I'm gonna cut through, I'm gonna cut out the kick, okay? So I go here, 1, 2. Nice and slow. I catch it. Same motion, I go here. As I'm going here, I step in deep, deep, deep. I cut across as much as I can. I'm gonna kick out her leg with my shin. One last time, that's it. 1. You wanna see more?
No.
All right, one more.
They said no.
One more, hey. 1, 2. Hey, all right, that's good. Her favorite part, like I said. So those are just some basic sweeps we can do off our basic counters. Thank you. All right, so our last part is we're gonna do is some sparring concepts. So we're gonna go ways to use our teep. So set up our teep. We're gonna go from defense to offense. So I really like this one. I posted a video on using it in a demo the other day. So here we go. So she's gonna give me the swing kick to the body. So now I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check it. So I'm gonna use my defense to set up my teep. So I like this one is if they really commit, they step in and kick. 1, 2. So again, 1, 2. If they kind of just go out and just kind of throw me like a lazy kick, the range is not there because she's not committing to it. So if I'm here, it's always right there. As soon as they commit, they have to step. And when that step means I can teep. And then you follow up with your cross. Let's do that example. So I go check, here, she steps in, boom. So again, boom, boom, throw that cross, bang. Or, boom. It's up to you. You just use it. It's a sparring concept. You use it any way you want. Now the next one we're gonna do. So that was defense to offense. Now we're gonna go from offense to offense. So now I'm gonna do the same technique to her, and she's gonna do the check. So I'm gonna throw a swing kick, and she blocks. So we did it. It's in a fight. She did that all through the first round. She's got my timing down. I know it, and she knows it. So now maybe I'll go back into the second round. I'll fire it. Boom. But now I'm gonna fake it inside, and turn it into a Teep. 1, inside. So like a reverse question mark kick. So instead of going here, we go from outside to inside. So she bites on it. Oh wait, I know she's gonna fall for it. Come in closer. Bang, right inside. And then we'll go back into our technique. So we'll do that now. 1, 2, give me a cross. We'll do that again. Okay, one more time. One more time. Doesn't matter what you do, it's just a concept. You can use it any way you want and just play with it, inspire it. So that was our lessons from for all week. So I want you to watch the video all week long and practice a section a day, and we'll have a new theme next week. Thank you.